Alright guys, today I'm going to be making a few mink sets right here in this creek that runs up. And the trap's going to be using is a 110 conibear. And the trap will look like this when it's set. Right now it isn't set. And I got two of them that I'm going to be setting on video. So, going to go ahead and get these things set up. Alright, so I was just going to show y'all what the trap looked like when it is set. The trap is set now. And what it does is kind of like a big mouse trap. So your target animal will swim through and hit this trigger right here. It's a wire trigger. So when they swim through it, like I'm going to be setting on a slide, which I'm about to show. When they swim through it, they hang this trigger, and I got a piece of fishing line tied in between it, so it hangs them more. They swim through it and push that trigger, it closes up like that on them. And what you're looking for when they get in this trap is for it to get around their neck and around their chest. So it's just an easy, simple, humane way to catch mink or muskrat. So here's the location I'm going to be setting this trap. And mink tend to run on the edge of these banks, and where it goes around this corner and it gets real slick and muddy, kind of how it is right here. And what I found right here is where they've been going right off in here and sliding off into that water. So my object where I'm setting is I'm gonna take my trap and put it somewhere right in here, but it has to be in the water to be legal. So I'm gonna set my trap right there, so when they're either coming up out of the water or going into the water, they're gonna hit that trigger like I showed and they'll be caught. So I just got this trap set, and that's what it'll look like from a mink or muskrat's size. And I put a few guide sticks here. Got this one on top, so that's kind of more of a dive stick. So instead of them wanting to come over, they're going to want to go under. And put my trigger on bottom on this one, so that's all they'll see when they're going into the water. And that'll look like coming in and the same way going out. And just got a few guide sticks set up, just kind of narrow them into it. And off to the next set. So at my next set, I am on the opposite side and down the creek a little bit from the set we put in earlier. And that set is right up in there somewhere. But I put that set on the other side of the bank, and I usually like to set my traps on opposite sides just so if one's traveling on the other side. But the kind of the set I got here, if you look, the bank's kind of open and muddy, so maybe mink are running it. And then it gets real thick through here. Then on down there, it gets muddy again like this, so the mink can come back up on the bank. And then there's a few other deep holes down there, and just creek goes on like this all the way. But this set right here, I put my conibear right there, and I just kind of made that so where the mink, it wants to stay on the bank as long as it can run through here. So once it gets to the end, and it don't want to run through all that thick brush and stuff, so I put my trap right there on the end, and I took my boot and kind of wallered it out right in here just to make it look kind of more like something been sliding down in there, or just where one want to slide. And on this set, I did use some lure that I have not used before. It's cherry oil, and some people said it works for mink and muskrat and stuff, but this stick right here, I soaked it in cherry oil. You can see the shininess off of it, but So if a mink's in the water, if he's swimming like from over there, he wants to get back on the bank, first place he can get back on is right here. So if he's swimming some of that cherry oil, it'll just give him that extra little urge to come up on this part of the bank instead of somewhere down over there. But I did put some guide sticks and a little bit of brush just to kind of pull him right here instead of him having to go around. But this is all my sets that I'm putting in this evening. Thank y'all for watching.